Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start with tonight's show. Alright, tonight's show, you mad gone. Alright, so let's begin with Sporting President Federico Varandas. So for one event, Baba can make a statement. So he can talk say Gyokeres will never, absolutely not leave Sporting Lisbon for 60 million euros plus 10 millions in add-ons. Because they ask and say, okay, how much the player will come leave? He say the player know the amount. You get. So Fabrizio Romano, I first see that update from Fabrizio Romano. I say, well, I don't do. As in the man declare on the idea of the club. It is clear like I don't know it's clear like DSTV. Say see, Sporting President Varandas on Gyokeres, I'm not going to say what the price is. The player knows what it is. I can tell you that Victor will not leave for 60 million plus 10. He won't. He just won't. For you to say, Baba don't clear everybody doubts, even though Gyokeres and his agents, they are still fighting. Although he said more than this. But Fabrizio Romano don't give us the full picture. So while doing research, I can't find out, okay, even Talk Sports reporter and many other people reported this same particular event. So let's take what Talk Sports said. So the big Gyokeres update now. Manchester United and Arsenal have been given a big boost in their pursuit of Gyokeres, with Sporting President admitting, yes, there is a strong possibility that Gyokeres could be sold. He can actually leave. Now, Federico Varandas also said that he was sensitized to the dreams of Victor in a thawing of relationships, and that the club has now decided not to demand the full release clause, which is about 100 million euros, which is also about 86 million pounds. Now, speaking outside of the Portuguese side's General Assembly, he said, Sporting does not need to sell Victor Gyokeres. When I first read that line, I say, this man is speaking from a position of strength because Gyokeres is still contracted to the club for 3 more years. So if they say they don't want to sell, you go come back to season. You go play. If you say no one play, you go dey bench. You go buy another striker. That striker go dey play. You go dey bench. That 3 years you go dey bench and who go pay you your money? If they want proof points, there are forces in high places. Because as you run your mouth, I will not come back. You guys were saying that this is another way they talk. Like, what does the Lord say? So Sporting Lisbon, they bring their own strong stance to let you know, say, if push comes to show, Baba, if you tell you say no, they go anywhere, nothing go happen. Let's move on. Now, so they say, fortunately, we have already passed the stage of that we have to sell our main assets, but we are still sensitive to the dreams of Victor or any other player. Sporting has a commitment that after weeks of meetings, it will not ask for the value of the clause. It will be reasonable in relation to the value requested by Victor. Today, there is a strong possibility that he will leave. In the last few weeks, we have been paying attention. I saw a player, Martin Zubimendi, who is 6 months younger than Victor. He left for 65 million euros. I saw Martin Skunha go to Manchester United for values in order of 75 million euros. We are talking about players who are 26 years old. Victor just entered 27. I believe that Victor can leave unless he has the worst agents in the world. He gets. The guy they monitor other deals where Arsenal don't do, where Manchester United don't do. At the end of the day, I think I mentioned comparison with Kunha and the other player. The question, okay, how much be the money when you they ask for? And say, see, I'm not here to tell you how much. The player knows the amount. I'm not going to see the value. The player knows what it is. I can say that Victor won't leave for 60 plus 10. He won't leave. He absolutely won't. Now, everybody, they fight for their own personal interests. Because look at the man's arguments. If Arsenal can pay 65 million for Martin Zubimendi, how much do you now think they should pay for Gyokeres that scores 1 billion goals? If Manchester United can pay 75 million for Martin Skunha, then why they not go pay that same amount? They get the idea. So that is where the man is standing. Even the Daily Mail carried the same story. So Sporting Lisbon call out 62.5 million pounds Martin Skunha and Brian Mbeumo. Mentioned Mbeumo also in a stunning statement about selling Victor Gyokeres to Man United or Arsenal. Now, in the midst of all this hula baloo, Sports Bible, on the reports, say Gyokeres itself don't respond to waiting for the veranda stop. Because they say breaking news, Victor Gyokeres drops biggest bombshell yet. After Sporting president's new interview, it changes everything. Now, what did Gyokeres say? I was curious. So I followed the link of Sport Bible and look at the headline. Victor Gyokeres dropped bombshell that changes his future completely after Sporting president's latest comments. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, you can come across this particular section where they say, it is claimed that the 27-year-old who is paid a reported salary of 2.4 million euros per year feels betrayed, tired, and said to insist on the pact made last year over a transfer away from Portuguese giants. The report adds that Gyokeres has no intention of returning to Sporting. That one a lie. He has no intention of playing for the club. That's another big lie again. And with the club first team squad having not yet reported back for preseason training, more to follow. We'll see them talk, will make me follow the link. You know, correspond with what's on the inside the story, because they said Gyokeres dropped biggest bombshell. Now, everything in the link is something I already know. So I don't know whether I clickbait the carriers, but they said more to follow. So make I wait for the more. When the more follow, maybe it's going to be something new. You get, we are in interesting times, you get, because now at least we don't get small clarity to say Sporting Lisbon no dey play. This is the amount they are asking for. Arsenal, if you really need the player, go and pay money. Go and pay the money. That's the best thing I can advise. Now, in the midst of all this, Buchilaba carrying you come. Sporting Lisbon will easily do a deal for any club offering 60 million euros in total for Gyokeres. Right now, none of the clubs interested are willing to pay that. Right now, there's nothing even concrete. Blah 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 blah. Baba talk plenty. Gyokeres won't go on strike. Look at the comments when they under that. Somebody say, okay, why is the president saying he will not leave? Like, president say 60 no dey enough, 60 plus 10 no dey enough. You they come outside and say 60 is enough. They're going to drag Buchilaba for social media. The James come say, you didn't Buchilaba, I called you out a year ago and you blocked me from my receipts, and now you are chatting like you got a clue. Arsenal have bid, that was confirmed, and with this comment you are literally calling the Sporting president a liar. That argument is still dey go on for Twitter. Maybe Buchilaba no see waiting the president Federico Verandas put out before he made his own statements. For me, Buchilaba, I would say stick to your African brothers where you have exclusivity in reportage and scoops, you get, and leave this Portuguese matter, because you see they drag the guy as they drag like that guy to the rate of Australia with that. So what are you saying? Are you saying the president is lying? Can you go? What? We'll come up for that story, because this story and this Gyokeres is mad gone. Now, as we still talk about Federico Verandas, Eduardo Hagen, who comes and give us a story from another source, say there was an agreement from Ojogo, maybe one of the giants, media giants in Portugal. They got to say there was an agreement between Arsenal and Gyokeres, not Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon. Gyokeres agents and Arsenal. Gyokeres agent tell Arsenal, say, see, this player, if una bring 60 million euros, it go dey enough to sign him. Now, based on the agreements Hassan Ketinkaya did with Hugo Viana, where they Man City now presently, but Sporting Lisbon don't ignore that particular agreement, when they stick to 80 million euros agreement. Now, Arsenal don't want to pay the 80 million euros. Now here the problem dey gone. I hear the problem dey, because now who do you play? You know, go really blame Arsenal, because Arsenal at this point they are confused. Look at, they are asking the Sporting president, okay, how much you want to say this player? I say, no, ask me, I know will tell you. The player know the amount. Why not just say it? For posterity's sake, for clarity, for you to be on the record. Say, okay, this is the amount we are asking for. There is a big mess in the midst of this Gyokeres debacle. Now there be the wahala now. So I don't just know how this matter go dey resolve, but now only time will tell. Just time will tell. Like it is quite crazy. Now, away from that, David Ornstein can let us know, say Thomas Partey is going to leave Arsenal when his contract ends tomorrow. Tomorrow na 30. Once 30 don't pass now, we don't enter July 1. Partey ceases to be an Arsenal player. Probably Arsenal will drop his statements by then, because I find the thing say maybe even if in contract expire, Arsenal could still give him like a contract because they did it with Jorginho, they did it with Ekitike, Folade Balogun. Maybe say after the contract don't expire, they still runner. He gets. So, but once not can clear our doubts, say no, nothing like that. Say Partey is leaving. He gets. Say he's going to exit. But say the guy they look, one taking time to check other people who they interested in him. Even TalkSport comes a breaking Thomas Partey to leave Arsenal and may talks over possible La Liga return. They say back said the I am. Like so much story about Thomas Partey. TalkSport say Thomas Partey will depart Arsenal as a free agent after failing to agree terms on the new deal. TalkSport understands. Partey link up with North London. Well, I was plenty talk, Charlie. But when I know the major the Coco be say the guy is going to be leaving, and we thank him for all the years when he stay here with us. Yes. So when a mutual decision, Partey self decided to leave, so you can't force him. He's not a baby. So now, and for me, I think this is the best time for Partey to leave instead of signing 1 year deal and moving later, because there's no guarantee saying go better next season. But now you are leaving when the ovation is highest, when you've played your best season at Arsenal. So if they leave, it will be easy for you to get favorable deals with new clubs. You get, so it will make a whole lot of sense. Imagine say the season before this one, Partey won't leave. We play like 14 games for us. We ain't get injury like mad. Who won't go sign at that time? But now you are leaving with your shoulders held high. So this is the best time for him to leave. I understand that. And based on anybody who will sign him, no go pay transfer fee, he will get a very, very good deal and a very high increase to his salary. So wish you all the best in your future endeavors, Thomas Partey. Now, I reported this story early in the day, so for those who miss them, Arsenal have agreed personal terms, fully agreed. Personal terms with Christian Mosquera, the centre-back of Valencia. So Fabrizio Romano say a new proposal is set to be submitted very soon after the opening bid of 40 million was rejected. So Arsenal hope to get the deal done for a fee in excess of 20 million euros. Talks are ongoing with both teams. All right, so away from that. All right, so we're going to get another report from Poly Markets. Poly Markets called a reference within BILD. Talk. BILD is a media house in Germany. So they say, based on what they happen with Gyokeres, Arsenal are seriously considering signing Hugo Ekitike. The intense interest from Liverpool, Manchester United, and Chelsea is well known. Now, stop there. Many people can report the story. TBR, Arsenal suddenly have serious interest in £85 million striker as Benjamin Sesko and Gyokeres progress stalls. When you read the entirety of the story, they say Andrea Berta, they consider the guy to sign him. So Ekitike, he appeals to them. In fact, for social media fans on the para, say we don't need Ekitike, sign Gyokeres or Sesko, or else we will riot to see. For me, I think this story don't make any sense. In fact, I want to tell you, say it no go happen, because why would you run away from a possible Gyokeres deal and you are complaining that it is too expensive, and you won't go to a more expensive one because you don't like this one? It doesn't conform to any form of logic. You won't buy this biro, they say na 20 naira, you say it's too expensive, then your next option can be another biro where they say 30 naira. Make it make sense to me. So it don't make any sense. Sesko and Gyokeres are cheaper options to Ekitike. They are even more better when you compare the style of play they do with what you want to do here. You want to compare Ekitike and Gyokeres. Like, for me personally, I don't know of you. I don't really like that Ekitike. I don't know of you. Don't be saying no good in your way, but I personally don't see him as what we need. I no go lie for you. I see him as a supporting striker. Somebody like a Joe Pedro. Seem like a supporting, say okay, maybe don't get a Gyokeres because okay, Ekitike come. Like I see like an Oli Watkins. So I can't join supporting role. You get. I do me personally, so I don't really see any atom of truth in this particular story. Even the James said the Ekitike story clearly made up or a bluff. Like 3 suitors who they won't lower the price fee for, they are sticking to their 100 million. Imagine Ekitike 100 million, 85 million pounds, and yet they want us to believe that Arsenal will move onto him because Partey wants us to pay 68 million. How do you move from paying 68 million and you can't say no, 85 million I better pass? Oh my god, like the story just tired me. I don't know what to think about that. Somebody even sent it to one of our chairman and say, Baba, use the picture of son. I don't understand Arsenal they go for Ekitike. Now, let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Partey Logistics and Delivery Services. All right, so they're into import and export, pickup delivery, doorstep delivery, courier delivery, haulage, transport logistics, dispatch and errand services, and many more. So the help you ship to USA, Canada, UK, and Europe countries, and they can also help you receive from these same locations. So if you're interested in the services and you want to call them, you can call them on +234 8075478645 or 08092445644, and their head office is at Block D, Shop 41, Binokono Ultra Modern Market on Jota, Lagos, and their Ikorodu office is at number 28, Uriwu Road, Italewa, Ikorodu, Lagos State. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. All right, away from that. So goal.com come carry their own news come let us know, say this Mikel Arteta, say Mikel Arteta has been a victim at Arsenal as they allowed him for transforming nowhere near Gunners into title challengers, because before Arteta came here, where were we? But fans could still turn on him. So when you read this somewhat emotional report from goal.com, they're going to say, okay, as Arteta got to enter 6 years at the helm of affairs for Arsenal, he is under enormous pressure to deliver more tangible success. Deals in the summer transfer market are considered to be vital, with Arsenal still in the horns for a number 9. Now, what did Dickov say? Dickov got to talk about Arteta make or break territory. Remember, I said this is the end and make or mark. And what did Dickov say when they talk? So, in a discussion with Ignatian Casino, he was telling Goal.com, I think Arteta has been the victim of his own success. If you look at where the club were when he took over, with the amount of players, it's virtually a brand new team. The biggest thing is he has changed the mentality of the club as well. I know they haven't won anything, but they are up there competing. You cannot deny that. Yes. Now, Arteta has got a really good, young, hungry team that are energetic. They play football, and more than anything else, which may change if they don't win anything next season. He has got the Emirates and the fans on side, which is a big thing. The fans, there was a big disparity between the fans. Everybody knows this one. I see the connection between the fans and the players. You know, they did Arteta bring them back. The reports, I don't go like for you long. I don't go take everything. But the core of the matter, they say at the end of the day, Dickov comes talk with himself and say, this is the one enter now. Now make or break. Anyhow you want to describe him. It is an important season that Arteta has to win something. Arteta knows it, the players knows it, the owners knows it, the administrators knows it. We the fans, we also know it. So this is it. And you know the sad thing, or the troubling thing, or the worrisome thing, this same season won't win. Our rivals, they strengthen like saying a war. As in, they say prepare come. Nobody they come follow you play. My would you share? But yeah, on my next season go mad gone. So more just the see everything will go at the end of the day. Now, football Italia can let us know say Thomas Partey, say AC Milan and Juventus, the reason it matter. See, this guy we would like to sign him because based on say that free agent will be, so they can look say okay, even though he's 32 years old, he has a lot to offer. If AC Milan can be signing Luka Modric, how many years? If Napoli can be signing Kevin De Bruyne, how many years? Partey young now, well than this one. So it will make sense for them. Well, that one at their own cup of rice. Now, we're going to get another report saying next season, Dowman can now represent Arsenal in the Premier League as he's officially an under-16 player and has met all the necessary requirements. He's now eligible to play for Arsenal. Now, this video is a trend for social media where, what do they call them? This guy will take drugs, they cry. He gets, say, they sign new contracts for what's the name of AS Monaco. So as they sign a new contract, Baba can they cry, say don't miss football. You get, so people can they post and say why Pogba go they cry like this now? Say it don't make any sense now. Yeah, they call the pity for him. But I know what like for you, me I don't really pity for him because when you they cheat, they no cash you every day for the thief and day for the owner. When you they cheat, they no cash you. The way they can't cash you now. You don't go your band, they can't they cry. Say you miss football, even they call the pet say don't cry. You are back already, don't cry. Everything what person they do bad thing, they get consequences. You want to cheat, and you were caught. The same thing that they do make Luka Modric. Even though you lie, say, hey, now my wife can come, na mistake, but you shouldn't have taken it. You know, say that sometimes it's also mistake. Your defense no work. You get so now deterrent to many other people. Una not self. Now remember when una not self go your own punishment. Get so. The guy don't come back at least. Monaco don't give him a second chance. So all eyes are on him. But let's see whether he will do well for in country France. Now, for this Club World Cup, Estêvão, William, he go face in club we just buy him from Palmeiras. So there's this argument say, Shea is supposed to play against Chelsea or not. So Ben Jacobs going to explain and say, see, as long as when Chelsea sign him, Palmeiras took permission from Chelsea say this guy, even though I don't sign him, he go there follow us play this Club World Cup. After he finish, he go come go with him. Chelsea agreed. So now we say two of them I go meet on Friday now. So they're gonna say whether because I'm like the best player of Palmeiras. So they say okay, Chelsea no get anything they go do. After all, the guy is still under contract with Palmeiras. So on that day we go see how it will be. Just imagine the irony if Estêvão come score plenty go start come knock out Chelsea for the competition. You get as go be. Then later after the Club World Cup, you can't join Chelsea. You say, now you score a goal. You get that like it was somewhat awkward, but it is what it is. Now, away from that. Alright, right before I went live, so Fabrizio Romano just announced and say Chelsea don't sign Joe Pedro because they want him to participate in the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup, they get transfer window will go take open till July 3rd. It go close. So Chelsea don't run, sign Joe Pedro 60 million, and they also sign Jamie Bino Gittins for 55 million. Two of them will be registered so they can play the Club World Cup. Yeah, so that's what Chelsea just the beef up as in Chelsea second level 50 compete for EPA. Chelsea get players gone, but it is what it is. Alright, let's bring another message from another of our sponsor, Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, do reach out to them. So my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night is the fact that the president of Sporting Lisbon, Federico Varandas, has said Gyokeres will never ever leave Sporting Lisbon for 60 million euros plus 10 million in add-ons. So we'll just see what it will be the next move for the likes of Arsenal and Manchester United who want to sign the player. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and ends that come your way tomorrow morning to give you the money news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night and get out. Right, guys. Ciao.